Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a quick talk on assumptions and your guys' opinions of why lashes either scare you or you don't have them at all because of that reason. So if you're interested, then stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first question, I'm reading them off my phone by the way. So the first question that we have is, anytime I had my lashes done, they literally lasted a few days and I have cared for them. Now, with lashes lasting, it can be down to so many different things. I have got them on my notes so that I don't forget, so I'm not like reading. So the first point that I've put down is medication. It can really affect your lash cycle. So hair, if you look at your side effects, it could be that hairs fall out a lot quicker, or it speeds up the growth of hair. To do with medication, a lot of the time it's like steroid creams or steroid tablets, anything like that that can alter how long your lashes last. The second point I have is there's not enough lashes being put on to start with. So I personally lash every single healthy lash that I possibly can. Some lash techs, you may feel like you found the cheapest lash tech around and they've done a great job, but a few days later they've come off. That could be to do with their glue because they've got a cheap glue. It could be to do with the lashes themselves that haven't been applied correctly, or mainly down to the fact that the lash tech has rushed them, they've not been applied correct, and you've got half your lashes on. I say lashes, when you come in for an infant, you should have 50% of your lashes on. And I know that because I apply 100% of the healthy lashes. So if I send you away with 50%, I can't expect you to come back with 50% on in 2 weeks' time. So that could be one very, very big problem. Another point that I have is oily skin. So if you naturally have oily skin, lashes aren't going to stay well on you, because one of the big points, and it's on Aftercare everywhere, which I'm sure everybody knows by now, is oily products shouldn't be applied. Your hands, if you're sort of, I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm now affecting my lashes, but if you touch your eyelashes with your hands, that has the worst oil on them. So again, all that oil in your natural skin is just going to allow the lashes to shed a lot quicker. Wanted to go over was natural shedding. So your natural lashes on a 30-day cycle means that your lashes have come to the end of its life and they're slowly shedding away. If you're losing 2 to 5 lashes, natural lashes a day, that is normal. Okay, so the second question that I have here is the glue. That question has come up 9 times. And the biggest question of it is the glue going in my eye. Me personally, I think that's really hard to do. Where you apply the lash, it's nowhere near the eye. We don't apply to the lid. The only reason for the glue going in your eye is, one, they've been not being very careful of to where they're applying the lash, or they're applying too much glue so that the glue is almost dripping into the eye. I have not, and I don't think I ever will, get glue in somebody's eye because I take pride in every single set, so I wouldn't sit there rushing a set or applying too much glue because I know that will cause damage. Realistically, no lash tech should really be getting it in their eye unless they're really clueless, which I don't think many of them out there are. Or maybe you've opened your eye when you weren't supposed to, and fumes maybe have gone close to the eye, but the glue you should not be worried about. Okay, so the next question, I've also had this question 4 times, so it's clearly a big topic, so I'll try and go over it as much as I possibly can. But this one is that it will damage my natural lashes. Someone's asked, will it damage my natural lashes? It will ruin my natural lashes, ruining my natural lashes. They literally all ruining my lashes. So we're going to spend a bit of time on this topic. Your extensions should not ruin your natural lashes at all. The reasons that it may is because the lash tech has applied them too heavy for your natural lashes, so they're not taking in consideration your lashes. They're just doing it for them, the look that they want to put on their Instagram, or the look that they want everyone to see them as. So they're not taking in consideration the length of your lashes, the density of your lashes, you know, how sparse they might be. So if they're applying your Russians and they're applying a lash that's way too heavy or too thick, your natural lashes can't cope. So they're going to break, they're going to snap, and that's how they get damaged. Another reason for them being damaged is if you guys, and this is a big one, a lot of people will sit there and say, I don't do it. I've done it, and I probably still will do it. If I can feel one coming off, and I'll start to fiddle. Picking isn't always picking them off. If you've got one and you're sort of just pulling it, that's pulling your natural lash. They're attached to your natural lash. So do not pick your natural lashes. If they're irritating, you want them off, get it done professionally. It's not worth the damage. Another reason for them that could damage your natural lashes is if they've been applied and there's no isolation. So when I say isolation, I mean that one extension is applied to one natural lash. So you should have movement in between every single lash. If you can't, they're stuck together, which means like each lash grows in its own direction. So you're not going to apply one lash to two natural and then have them try and grow together. They're not going to grow together. They're going to grow apart and break. So that is another reason that it could happen. A link here or down below, but I also have a video called 10 things you need to know before getting your lashes done, and that slightly goes over the do's and how to notice if you're going into a bad situation with a lash tech. But there are a few lash techs out there that are really good. You just need to go on recommendations and things like that. Okay, so the question that I've had is knowing the correct cleaning routine. I love this one because I have just posted a video on how to clean your lashes at home. So you guys can go watch that video instead of me sat here talking about it for ages, which nobody wants to hear. Okay, so this question, I know I shouldn't get my lashes wet for 24 hours, but why? I feel like this question is so important because people will just listen to the aftercare and they don't really know why they're doing it. They don't really know why the aftercare is there or what it means. They just do it, or they just don't do it. The only way I can describe this without being too technical is it's a bit like cooking a chicken. I've never actually really cooked a whole chicken, so I might go a bit wrong. If anyone cooks chickens, then ignore me. It's like cooking a chicken from the outside in. It's like cold in the inside and possibly frozen, I don't know. But on the outside it's slightly cooked. So if you're getting them wet before the 24-hour period, you're making the glue brittle and break a little, which will allow the lash extensions to lift off. So basically you're not giving the lashes enough time to bond with the glue to your natural lash. But that's the best way that I can describe it as to why you shouldn't get your lashes wet. Yeah, another reason is that within that 24-hour period, the lashes are still drying. So if you come to the 12-hour period and you get them wet, you're going to get like a little bit of a burn. Another question, opening my eyes for the first time, it really stings. So it kind of goes into what I've just said. If you're getting them wet before the 24-hour period, that's why the glue hasn't had time to dry. So the burning sensation, the fumes in the glue are still there. Remember, the fumes in the glue are so high. And that's why I allow you to sit there for a good 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, because I want the fumes to go before you open your eyes. Because I've been there when a lash tech's put that last lash on and gone, okay, you can open, and I'm like, I don't want to. I tend to give about 5 minutes, and honestly most of my clients do not open their eyes with a sting. If you do have any other questions, or there is something that I haven't covered that you want covering, drop me a message. I'll put my Instagram here, so you guys can just drop me a DM, and I'm more than happy to help you or answer any questions that you guys have. I really hope that you enjoyed it and you took something away from this. And go check out all my other YouTube videos. You can go follow me on Instagram. And yeah, thank you all for watching. If you stuck out to the very end, it's really appreciated. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.